Welcome to a deep dive.
Hello?
Today, we are exploring the fascinating work of author Kay. We'll look at the landscape of her established writing journey,
Right.
and then really dive into a truly unique collaboration. It's centered around a children's book series, but with a really profound message about caring for the earth.
Sounds intriguing. So what sources are we working with today?
Okay, so for this exploration, we've pulled insights mainly from two places. First, there's a blog post from Kay's own site, Kay's Odyssey. It's titled, How a Mysterious Collaboration Became a Children's Book Series.
Okay, got her.
And second, the Amazon page for the series itself. That gives us the details on the books, the themes. The series is called A Song and Dance for Mother Earth.
A Song and Dance for Mother Earth. Lovely title. So our mission today in this deep dive is essentially to unpack the layers behind these stories.
Exactly.
We want to understand, where they came from, the inspirations, the core themes they're exploring, and the powerful message woven throughout, and particularly focusing on this rather mysterious partnership that brought this specific series to life.
Yeah, that partnership sounds really interesting.
And ultimately, we'll try and connect it all back to Kay's broader work as a writer, see how it fits in.
Okay, let's unpack this then. To really understand where this new collaboration fits, I think it helps to first look at Kay as an established author.
Good starting point.
She's not just, emerging with this new series. She has a body of work already out there, stuff that's resonating with readers.
Right.
Her blog, Kay's Odyssey, which we mentioned as a source, sounds like a wonderful window into her world.
Yeah, the blog seems key. She shares updates there, right? About her writing, but also just her thoughts, reflections, her perspective on life.
Exactly. It really gives you a sense of the person behind the words, I think.
And before this environmental series, one of her significant works is her debut novel series, Diary of Cliches. Now, according to the sources, this isn't just your typical fictional narrative.
No.
It's described actually as a deep dive into her own personal experiences. Really personal stuff.
Ah, okay. So, memoir territory.
Sort of. It began, we understand, from a very personal, almost cathartic process for Kay. A way for her to process her own life journey,
Right, and that's a key point, isn't it? It started inwardly for her, but then it evolved into something outward-facing, something interactive even.
How so?
Well, the series apparently became less just a memoir for people to read passively and more of a tool. It's designed specifically to guide readers towards their own self-discovery.
Interesting. So using her story as a launch pad for others.
Yeah, exactly. It takes her personal story and sort of holds it up as a mirror or maybe a guide for other people navigating similar things.
And what sort of things does it cover?
It tells the tale of her personal transformation, detailing her own trials and triumphs. And it seems to cover quite a range of significant life areas, relationships, emotional well-being, personal growth, that kind of thing.
So right from the beginning of her published work, you see these themes are central. Introspection, personal journey, navigating life's challenges.
Yeah, that definitely seems to be the foundation, using her own narrative as a catalyst for readers. But then she takes a different path, or maybe adds another path, moving from that very internal, human-focused exploration to something rooted more in the external world, specifically involving animals and the profound connection we can have with them.
Oh, okay. And this brings us to her latest series, the one that's still ongoing.
Exactly. This is The Adventures of Sally the Rescue Pup.
Sally, yes. This series sounds like maybe not a complete shift, but definitely a different focus, trading human relationships for the human-canine bond.
Yeah.
But it still feels deeply personal, right? Rooted in Kay's own life.
Absolutely. Sally is the central character, a Belgian Malinois, and the sources describe him in a way that it immediately brings him to life.
Also.
Fearless, definitely mischievous, but crucially, having that essential core of a heart of gold, you get that picture instantly.
That sounds like a lot of rescue dogs, doesn't it, that mix?
It really does, and the series is described beautifully as a love letter to the beautiful mess that is rescue parenting.
Oh, I love that phrase, beautiful mess.
Yeah.
Anyone who's had a rescue animal gets that.
Totally. It captures it perfectly. It's rarely a smooth, perfect process from day one, is it? There are challenges, surprises, and just a whole lot of unconditional love mixed in. That phrase alone is incredibly relatable.
It sounds like the series documents a truly wild journey right from the start, too. The source mentions the chaotic first weekend they shared together.
Yeah, navigating that newness, probably a bit of stress, and doing it all while staying in a hotel room. Can you imagine?
Tense. And from there, the adventure apparently goes global.
Global. That's what really grabbed me. Quite an adventure for a pup. The series follows Sally and Kay through a globe-spanning crate ride across continents.
Wow. Just think about the logistics of that.
I know, the worry, the sheer dedication involved. And it doesn't stop there. It chronicles wild city escapades. Specifically mentions adventures in San Francisco and Mumbai.
San Francisco and Mumbai. That's a huge range of experiences for one dog.
Right. It really paints a picture of a dynamic, maybe unpredictable, but certainly vibrant life with this dog.
And it's an illustrated book series, which is perfect for this kind of story. You get to actually see Sally's personality and adventures brought to life visually.
Absolutely. Perfect for kids and, let's be honest, for adults too.
Definitely.
And the core lesson that this series is meant to impart, as highlighted in the source material, is that even the most unexpected companions, like a mischievous rescue pup with maybe a difficult past, can completely change your life forever.
It reinforces that idea of finding profound connection and transformation in unexpected places, which ties back in a way to her earlier work on self-discovery, doesn't it? Finding growth through connection.
That's a great point. And this series is very clearly framed as a reflection of Kay's ongoing life and, quite obviously, her deep and abiding love for dogs.
And you mentioned it's ongoing.
Yes, we understand there's actually a third book in the Sally series coming out in the next few months, so it's something she's actively continuing to explore and share.
Okay, so we see this progression in her work. From that deep dive into her personal internal world with Diary of Cliches, helping readers connect with their own journeys, to translating her passion for animals and the unique challenges and joys of rescue into the Sally series.
Yeah, it establishes this foundation of writing that is heartfelt, definitely rooted in personal experience, and clearly values connection, whether that's connection with oneself or, with a furry friend.
That context is crucial, I think. It shows she's comfortable exploring vulnerable personal themes and sharing her life lessons through her writing.
Exactly.